My name is Pete Buttigieg. They call me Mayor Pete. I am a proud son of South Bend, Indiana, and I am running for President of the United States.
The 37-year-old mayor of South Bend, Indiana, would make history as the youngest president ever elected, the first openly gay president. Lieutenant Buttigieg would also be the first veteran of the war in Afghanistan to serve as commander-in-chief.
Not since Barack Obama was a candidate has someone ignited so much buzz so fast.
Please welcome back to The Late Show, Mayor Pete Buttigieg.
What's the message of your campaign?
Well, look, the reality is when you take one look at me, my face is my message, right? A lot of this is simply the idea that we need generational change, that we need more voices stepping up from a generation that has so much at stake in the decisions that are being made right now. It's why I often talk about how the world's going to look in 2054 when I get to the current age of the current president. It's to remind us that this isn't just about one election. This is about an era. The decisions that are being made in our politics right now will decide how the next 20, 30, or 40 years will go.
Do you think Vice President Pence would be a better or worse president than President Trump?
Oh, I don't know. It's really strange because I used to at least believe that he believed in our... I've disagreed with him ferociously on these things, but I thought, well, at least he believes in our institutions and he's not personally corrupt. But then how could he get on board with this presidency? How could somebody who... You know, his interpretation of Scripture is pretty different from mine to begin with. Okay, my understanding of Scripture is that it is about protecting the stranger and the prisoner and the poor person and that idea of welcome. That's what I get in the gospel when I'm in church. And his has a lot more to do with sexuality and, I don't know, a certain view of rectitude. But even if you buy into that, how could he allow himself to become the cheerleader of the porn star presidency? Is it that he stopped believing in Scripture when he started believing in Donald Trump? I don't know. I don't know. All of us do or say things we might regret, and all of us can do better. You know, when I came out, some of the people who had traded in the most insulting, casual, homophobic humor in the military with me, for example, were among the very first to reach out and say, hey, I got your back, and I didn't know this, and I hope that I never hurt you. I mean, unsolicited. It was amazing, actually, which is why we got to get away from this kill switch mentality that we see. You know, you put one foot wrong or you say something inartfully, and you get this feedback that's like, you know, I always liked you, but you said this one thing, and now you're dead to me forever. Like, this idea that we just sort people into baskets of good and evil ignores the central fact of human existence, which is that each of us is a basket of good and evil. And the job of politics is to summon the good and beat back the evil.
The country is aching, there is no mistaking. He'll fight for our rights like we fought for this nation. The primary's coming, and then we must choose. And that is how we slow jam the news.
Oh, yeah.
Give it up for Mayor Pete Buttigieg.